like Trackmania, you like Trackmania. Maybe you don't. Maybe you just clicked on this video randomly and you are sticking through to watch it. I appreciate it. Every week, Nadeo the developers are adding 5 new maps to their weekly shorts campaigns for players who either have paid club access or not to enjoy new creations from the community and hunt them for 7 days for the best possible times. I, however, personally am not the most, how do I put this, talented, so I don't tend to spend a lot of time hunting these maps. So rather than doing what everybody else does, I've created my own format for you to play along with. The way it's gonna work is I'm gonna start a 10-minute timer, and I'm gonna spend only those 10 minutes per map and see how fast of a time I can get. And then I'll post those times at the end of the video for you to take on the same challenge and see if you can beat my times in just 10 minutes. A little bit of a quick learn spin on weekly shorts. Also, happy Easter. If you like my shirt, it's Easter. Anyway, ready, set, go. There we go. All right, let's see what we got here. These are linked, I assume. I think going up top might be better. This is probably cuttable in some way. And then is this the finish? Oh, okay, I see. I don't know that this is faster. Yeah, no, you want to carry that speed. Let's see if I can do it faster from the road, though. I feel like this should be faster, but maybe only if you do it like perfectly. So sorry if I seem lower energy today. Obviously it's Easter, we have family over. I'm doing this way later in the day, but I also woke up early this morning to compete, or not compete, I didn't compete, to participate in a 100-player Minecraft Hunger Games event. That was very fun, and obviously I enjoyed getting to participate. But man, am I tired. I'm trying to lock in. I've got that like spent all day in the sun sort of like haziness going on. I'm trying to lock in and drive good times, and I'm just like fully spent. So I'm wondering if taking full speed isn't worth it because it makes your next line not as good, and then you can, with less speed, have a more inside line toward the end, and it kind of should kind of equal out. So maybe I can do a little bit of a hybrid here. Maybe I do this, but with some release. No, I did a little drift tap to try to go really inside. I feel like that's probably part of the tech. I mean, it's just got to be really inside lines everywhere. As much speed as possible, as little airtime as possible, as inside as possible, you know what I mean? Like, it's all the things. It's all the things that every good run is, and all of it is not easy to do. So I think that my theory of less speed is half-baked. I think a drift tap into this jump to the dirt helps a lot with the line. Just to really cut low to these barriers. Like if I can cut low to those barriers and snap into a no slide. Or a quantum slide. Sorry, I can't quantum slide. I talk shit about stuff like that because it's just, I'm skill issued. I want to land pretty straight. Landing too sideways, I'm losing myself a lot of speed. Something like that. I mean, top 1100 isn't terrible. I mean, someone's gonna get this downhill like perfectly, and, you know what I mean? Someone's gonna drive like the perfect run. Oh, I got a bug fin. Thank God. I didn't think I was gonna get in there. It's all this dirt landing, by the way. That's too rotated. It's landing really low and landing basically in a speed slide or a quantum slide or a no slide, whatever you want to try to do here. All right, 10 minutes is up. On to the next map. Time 18,384. If you guys want to try to play along and beat that yourself. Map 2, Green Lake. Seeing if I can smell any shenanigans. This is slow and boring and grass, gear eating. Wow, this is nothing more than what it appears. Okay, cool. We have a very boring grass map. You just want to eat as little penalty as possible, and also just basically don't steer because you're gonna eat the gears on grass, which is just the most fun when people build grass that requires immense amounts of steering, and your car just kills itself in-game, in Minecraft. I will check back in with you in 10 minutes when my PB is still a 16,074. All right, next map. My time is a 15,697. If you want to try to beat that, you probably can. Map 3, Palm Tree Water. Is it worth going around? Probably not. See this. Why is this exit from the dirt so weird? Or onto the dirt from the water so weird. Yeah, it won't be faster to jump. I fear this is another extremely straightforward, going to be extremely boring to drive. Do I waste my 10 minutes trying this? That probably isn't possible, but it feels so close to possible. Yeah, this isn't faster. This airtime sucks though. Can I just like... I feel like even just taking the penalty is better. Yeah. Yeah, this is gonna be fully no-slid by some fucking gremlins. Okay. Yeah, you can probably, like... If you don't get a fucking slowdown. Probably wobble to skip some of this. There we go. Let's worry less about the nose slide and just getting a clean run. How about that? Well, I'm sorry, a quantum slide actually, because if you can nose slide, you can quantum slide, and you should be quantum sliding because it's faster. I think I still ate that gear. Yeah, this is it. I'm just really trying to think of if there's any alternate route that might potentially carry more speed. Yeah, I don't see there being any skips here. It's another boring quantum slide map, just like the one before it, just like your father before you. This is map 3. There's no puzzle here. Again, this is a horrible puzzle map. There's no puzzle happening here. Nothing about going up top would ever be faster. The route's not competitive. Oh man, I really had to think about this one. Honestly, I think the last map was more of a puzzle because you had to fucking figure out how to not eat every gear ever conceived on the grass. That was more of a puzzle to me than this. Anytime faster than what I have is just a cleaner nose slide / quantum slide. All right, 16,305 is the time. You guys want to try to beat that? By all means, go for it. I probably won't be hunting these again afterwards, so you can beat me for the week if you can beat that time. What was this called? Small hops. This might be the most interesting one, but it's also not that interesting. I don't know, man. Bring back the Hylas weekly shorts. At least they were interesting. It's cool, you know, these little hops, I guess, trying to get these like perfect little auto slide angles, but it's just, I don't know. I think this is exactly what I predicted would happen when Nadeo said that weekly shorts were going to be community made. I said they're going to get too calculated, they're going to get too perfected, and they're going to not have enough fun to them. All right, that is it for map 4. My time is a 17:06:05 if you want to try to beat that. And then on to the last map, map 5 for the week. Stunt Hunt. Just doesn't feel like there's going to be much hunting going on here. Really? You know what? At least they fucking tried to do something creative. Boy, oh boy, do I feel so blessed to be playing this map right now. This is so ass. Cue the compilation of me just banging into this plastic 100 times. I don't know how the map selection works. How long ago was this map made? You know what I mean? How much like backlog is there for maps that they're sorting through? But I played the weekly shorts review server on stream this week. Every map that we got in the shorts review, I think was more fun than all of these maps that were actually selected. Maybe it's because those ones haven't hit the pipeline yet, but they're like 3 weeks away because there's all these other maps that they think are more deserving or were submitted earlier, so they want to go through it in, you know, sort of in chronological order. Maybe that's the explanation, but we played the weekly shorts review server. I would say that there's evidence that there are good maps being made and that we are not seeing them in these weekly shorts selections. And again, maybe that's because they haven't gotten to them yet. Who's to say? I don't know. Map 5, my time is a 14:288 if you guys want to try to compete with that. But that's going to be all. That's the weekly shorts this week. All in all, again, I would say a disappointing week. Out of five stars, I would give this week 2 stars. Yeah, 2 stars. Less stinky than last week. That's all I got. So I'll put my times on the screen right here. If you want to put up a 10-minute timer per map, see how you stack up against my PBs in 10 minutes. And if you are going to hunt these maps, best of luck. Enjoy your week. Happy Easter, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Have a good day. Bye.